Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am so excited to be with you. For those of you who don't know, it is February of 2022 and it is Saleabration. And we have until the end of this month to get some free stuff. So the more that you purchase from my online store, the more free stuff you get. The months of January and February, it's Saleabration, and for you get a free Saleabration product with every $50 or $100 that you spend before tax and shipping. And so there's some free items with $50, and then there's some free items with $100. And the stamp set that I'm using this time is a bundle of a stamp set and a pack of designer series paper. And it is amazing. It is just absolutely beautiful. Here's some samples in the brochure. This is what the paper looks like. It's super pretty. And if you spend $100 in my online store, not only do you get your $100 worth of product, but you also get this stamp set, which is a gorgeous stamp set. And then this pack of paper, which has all these different colored sheets. It has 12 sheets, 2 of each, 6 double-sided sheets. So anyway, I just want to go ahead and get started, but I wanted to explain that to you. And you can access my online store at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Just click shop with me. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make this really cute card right here. Let me just get my stuff out of the way. This one's fairly simple. We're going to take a piece of our petal pink cardstock, and I have already folded it in half, but it has a score line. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it down the 8.5 side at 4 1/4 so that it would fold in half. And so that is our card base. We are going to go ahead and stamp our flowers on there. And it's a really pretty stamp. I'll show you. Gotta grab it. And we're going to be using smoky slate ink. So there's our stamp. I'm going to move this out to the side for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and get that inked up. And I'm just going to stamp these flowers in this corner right here, like so. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Just put this paper here just in case I went off the end there. Don't mind if you're hearing some noise here in the background. It's trash day, and I thought that they were done, but apparently they're back. So you can never really time these things perfectly. All you can do is what you can do. I'm going to go ahead and clean that stamp off quickly, and then we are going to stamp our bird. So let me grab that stamp. We're going to ink that in our Memento Black. I'm going to set this off also to the side. And so when I ink up stamps that are rather large, I like to go ahead and rub the ink over the top, and then I pat it. It just seems to deposit the ink a lot better, I think. And so that's what I'm doing here with our little bird. So let's go ahead and stamp the bird down. I'm going to let that sit to the side for a minute. We're going to stamp one more thing. We're going to stamp the words "Hello Friend." And that is going to be stamped in our Fresh Freesia ink. It's such a pretty color, isn't it? And it is actually stamped on a label. And that label is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. It's a beautiful die set. It has all these layered scalloped rectangles, which are so pretty. And I have chosen one of those. It is the third one in from the inside, and it's just the perfect size to fit this Hello Friend. So let's go ahead and stamp that. I'm going to bring it down here so I can see a little better and get it positioned nicely. So there we go. There's my hello friend. And so now I'm going to go ahead and clean my last 2 stamps that we had to use. And then we will get coloring on that bird. Looking good so far, I think. What do you guys think so far? I hope you like it. So we'll clean off our hello friend here. And our bird. I really love those Stitch So Sweetly dies. They're a great addition. You have those beautiful rectangles, but you also have these really cool labels. And this stamp set, this die set works really great with this stamp set. So I hope that you will check it out at my online store. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side for right now. Let's go ahead and color our bird here. So I'm going to grab my these are my Stampin' Blends, and we're going to start with the bird. I use the darkest color here, and then I'm going to move to the lighter one. And when you purchase these, you get a 2-pack. So you get a dark and a light of each color. And this is our Pool Party. That's the name of this color. So I'm going to go ahead and color this little wing area in the dark. And then I'm just going to highlight right here under this belly in the dark. And then I'm going to come with the light Pool Party. And I'm going to blend that in. And I'm also going to blend this line here at the belly and down here. All right, so that's it for Pool Party. I'm going to use the dark, or actually this is the light Granny Apple Green. I'm not using the dark one today, just the light one. And I'm just going to do the stem here. And then I'm actually going to go over the veining of the leaves. It's stamped in the black, but you can get some real color on it by going up the veining of the leaf, and you almost don't realize that the leaves are black. So it actually works out quite nicely. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to do the flowers in Petal Pink. I'm going to use the dark Petal Pink first and then the light one. So we'll start with the lines that the artist has given us here. And we'll color that, and then I'm going to do the inside. So I'm following these little artist lines first. Kind of the shadowing and of the petals here. And then I'm going to go over the top in the light Petal Pink and color those in. And that is all the coloring on this card. I didn't use the fresh freesia. I did have it out just in case, but I'm doing Petal Pink today for the flowers. All right, so let's get those out of the way. And we're going to fussy cut that out. So I'm using my paper snips. I really love these scissors. They're sold in my online store, and they're awesome. They're very thin bladed, and you can work your way very easily around the images and get fairly close, even right onto the black line with it, because the blades are super thin. They're awesome. And I really like these paper snips. So yeah, so speaking of all the noise, it seems like every time I go to record my YouTube videos, no matter what day, no matter what time I try, it just always seems like there's so much noise going on, either in the house or outside, or I don't know. It just seems like that's just how it is, and I keep trying to pick different times, and hopefully it's not too annoying for you guys. But yeah, it's trash day today, and I heard them come by, and I thought, okay, great. But they must have missed one or something, and somebody called them back, because there they were again. Oh boy. Next thing we'll hear is one of my neighbors bringing up my trash can or something to the house. That'll be the next one. Anyway, it's just life, right? So we're just gonna roll with the punches. Hopefully it's not too annoying, and you guys can understand that life happens. All right, so there we go. Now my little bird is fussy cut out. So next we're gonna work on this little section right here. So I have this piece, and it is a piece of basic white, and it is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I have cut from that beautiful paper 3 different patterns. I have a green, a purple, and a blue. And the green is Granny Apple Green, Fresh Freesia, and Pool Party. That's why I chose those colors for my little bird here and for my words. And these pieces are 3 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So you can pick any 3 papers. Here's the other sides of them. Really beautiful paper in this paper pack. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those. I'm going to turn them to the wrong side. I'm going to grab my silicone mat here. And I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of my... I like using this adhesive. It's called Multi-Purpose Glue by Tombow. And I love it. It's in my online store. It's super forgiving, and it helps you have a little bit of wiggle room with what you are, you know, attaching down, which is always a bonus, right? Let's do the blue next. And then we'll stick that purple in between. All right, so there is that one. It's a very strong adhesive. I really like using it because it holds really well. And basically, even though you have that wiggle room, once something is down, it is down for the count. So I really enjoy this adhesive. All right, and I like to use the silicone mat underneath because I always inevitably, you know, drop a piece or, you know, get glue off the paper, and then, you know, it protects my work surface here. So, all right, so there is my Fresh Freesia piece, and I will slide that into place. So that's my panel. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach that onto my main card. Again, let me bring my mat back out. I really use too much. You don't need this much. It really goes a long way, but I don't know. I just go a little overboard, I guess. All right, so now the same with this. We're going to kind of stick that down, and we're going to make sure that it's even as best we can on all the sides before we press it into place. I'm going to stand it up here so I can see it. Looks good now. All right. And we have this beautiful ribbon. It is such a pretty ribbon, and it is in Petal Pink. It is our organdy striped ribbon, and it is 5/8 of an inch wide. You get 10 yards on the roll. It is a beautiful ribbon. I do use it often, and I'm gonna just lay that here, and I'm gonna kind of just, you know, maybe something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my seal adhesive, and I'm just gonna run a line of it on the ribbon there, so it has something, you know, to stick to and hold in place. And then I'm also going to put some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to grab those. So these are some little foam adhesive pieces, and they will attach onto our card and hold this raised up. And then that will also hold the ribbon in place. That's why I've put so much on the back. It's much easier to take these off with my Take Your Pick tool. I don't know why I didn't grab it. Let me grab that out of my drawer here. So these just pull right off, and the beauty of them is that you can throw all of these away at the same time and they end up in your trash can and not on your craft room floor. So pretty awesome. Okay, so that's kind of just held there, and then this is going to hold it actually down onto my card. I'm going to just lay that like so. Whoops. Come on. There we go. I was going to say, why is that sliding around on me? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with our little bird. We're going to attach the bird with these dimensionals. So I'm just going to put one on each of the flower pieces and maybe two on the bird. All right. We also have these mini dimensionals, which are small, and they fit into tight little spots. I'll show you. Let me grab one. So if you wanted to put one, let's say on this small leaf piece that was cut out, or on the tail over here, they really fit in those tight spots. And they also have the backing on them the same, and you can pull them off the same way. So there is our bird. Let's go ahead and find a cute little spot for it. And maybe down a little bit. Yeah, we want that on the label, but not quite. There we go. That looks pretty awesome so far. Now we're going to attach a strip of this paper. I've put a little strip of another pattern. We're going to attach that right down here at the bottom. And I always cut it a little tiny hair longer than the actual piece, because I'm always afraid it's going to be short and then it'll look funny on my card. So I just always give it just a tiny hair longer. So I'll have to trim that off from the back. See how tiny? But it's just enough that I'm certain that it will cover from end to end. And then I'm going to bring my smoky slate back in. I'm going to use this really cute flower. So let me grab my smoky slate ink pad. We're going to ink up our flower here. And the final step, as you can see here in the corner, I'm going to stamp it this way this time. And there is my little floral image inside of my card. And there is that. The real final step, right, is the bling. You can't forget the bling. And so the bling are the iridescent rhinestones. They're super cool. And I'm going to show those to you. You can use the same take your pick tool to put these guys on. I'm going to pull them out of the packaging. And so what you're going to do here is you are going to use the putty end of the take your pick tool. So it has this pointy end. It also has a spatula end. And there's also a stylus end that you can attach in there. So this end here has putty on this end here. And I'm going to use that to pull these gems off of here. See how they stay stuck? And then I can place them where I would like to put them. So we're going to put these guys right there. And then we'll grab a small one. We'll put that one up here. And that looks super awesome. The nice thing about these iridescent rhinestones is they take the color of anything you put them on. So whatever color you put them behind is the color that they look. So they look more blue here, more clear there. They're really a great little embellishment. I really like them. All right, so there is my card. I hope that you have enjoyed watching me make it. I have enjoyed putting it together for you. Don't forget about the Friendly Hello stamp set and its matching designer series paper that you can get for free with a purchase of $100 on my online store. Definitely check it out, and thank you for watching. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would be forever grateful. leave a comment if you have any questions. And definitely check out my blog. I do blog every day at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and that is where you can also reach my online store by clicking on Shop With Me. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!